Hi everyone, happy Monday. Soshi here. Just wanted to connect and share a meditation with all of you. As always, I try to keep these meditations quick, pretty short, very accessible, and always it's usually relating to something that I'm experiencing or have just recently experienced. And so for me, what's happening lately, what I've been struggling with has been not really being kind to myself. This idea of compassion, you hear it a lot right now. I think that we are experiencing on a collective a lot more vulnerability. We're seeing people be vulnerable, and it automatically warms our hearts because we are all connected and we see another person in pain, or we see another country in pain and going through something that it's heart-wrenching. And so we're in this really soft place with ourselves where we are able to be vulnerable. But if we are not vulnerable with ourselves first and then offer ourselves some compassion and love in those moments where we might not be our best self, then this can really be a huge obstacle. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that today. And I wanted to start by reading you one of my favorite poems by Rumi. It's called The Guest House. So if you want to do this meditation sitting down or lying down, make your way to a comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged, knees together on a pillow. Just take a couple of moments to find your way there. And as you ease into your position with your body, take a breath in through the nose and then out the mouth. Do that again. Breathe in through the nose. Sigh it away. And do it one more time for yourself. Letting yourself arrive from whatever you were doing just moments ago to right now. Maybe even bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, or both hands to the heart. And tap into that space of vulnerability, of compassion, of sorrow maybe, of grief, of love, joy, anything that's right there. Can you maybe even tell yourself there's room for you. There's room for this feeling. There's space for this. And breathe into that. And breathe out. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Who is your guest today? Joy, sorrow, anger, fear, happiness? And can you greet them with a softness, with this sense of acceptance and compassion? And just take a couple of moments to notice what it is you might be feeling. And if there's not much coming up for you right now, perhaps you focus on your body and the sensations in the body. What do you feel around the feet? Any tingling, any pulsing in the fingers or the toes? Have you been quite active? Are you sore anywhere? In the low back or in the glutes or in the legs? Maybe you just ate or you're hungry. How does your belly feel? And have you connected to this space? Hear the senses, or take in all of the senses. Notice the sounds all around you. In your home, or maybe you're outside. Even if your eyes are closed, can you see any colors, any light? Maybe you smell something right above the top lip. And so just taking in everything around you with complete awareness. So maybe what brings you to the present are the sensations in the body. Or maybe it's the breath. Where do you feel your breath the most? In the nose? In the chest? Or in the belly? And with your eyes closed, I want you to see your own self-image in your mind. It could just be exactly as you are right now, a reflection, like you're holding a mirror up to yourself. If you're lying down, maybe visualize seeing yourself from up above yourself. And what can you offer yourself right here in this moment of love? How could you express love to yourself? Where could you offer forgiveness? Just taking a couple of moments. Have you been hard on yourself about something? If you were talking to your very best friend, what kind of grace would you give them? And can you offer yourself that same grace? Any difficulties you're going through, can you hold space for that? Can you tell yourself that this is allowed to be here? And give yourself a couple moments to breathe that in and then to let it go. Take some deep breaths if it feels overwhelming. If there's anxiety in the chest or in the heart, bring your hand to the heart space and breathe. Softness, vulnerability, compassion. We don't necessarily live in a society that teaches us how to be kind with ourselves by appreciating ourselves. Right? Many of us have to teach ourselves this skill of loving ourselves. And so now in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine someone that you don't really know that well. Maybe someone that you actually have some differences with, or that challenges you on a very surface level, right? Just someone very different from you that you might not even just really understand or give much time of day for them because of how different you are. See them in your mind's eye. And can you offer them the same kind of grace that you would hope would be offered to you, or to your loved ones, or to the people and maybe the animals that you care deeply for? Can you extend this same kind of kindness and love to that person? Wishing for them to be happy, to be well, to be safe. And then breathe in and breathe out. And then lastly, in your mind's eye, imagine everyone in the world. Start small, start with your community, and let it expand out to the rest of your state, to the rest of your country, and then see the countries across the seas. Every living, breathing species. Hold them in your heart and wish for them that same grace of love, of compassion, of kindness. And sincerely wish for all beings to be happy, for all beings to be well, for all beings to be safe, and for all beings to be healthy, peaceful, and at ease. Place your left hand on the heart space, your right hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bring my hands to heart center. And from my heart to each of yours, I bow. Namaste.